Hey guys, I'm Chewy Mew and welcome to my channel, but more specifically, welcome to another Chewy Mew review where today I'm going to finish this glass of milk. Yeah. Alright, let's take a sip of this milk really quick. So we're going to take a look at one of the other figures in the Toybiz Marvel Legends Sinister 6 box set, and that is Electro. Oops, I keep bumping the camera. I was going to say Green Goblin, but I was like, nah, let's do Electro instead. So here is Electro. I also love this figure, pretty much all the figures in the box set, except for a certain one, which you know who. All of the figures in the box set I really loved. His legs don't seem straight. Like, one leg seems higher than the other. I don't know why some of the figures, it's probably just me, but some figures I feel like one leg's longer than the other. Like, I set him down here. I don't know, maybe not. I think this foot's just kind of crooked. The foot looks kind of crooked there on his left here. I don't know, something just looks funky. Something just looks off to it about me. This figure reuses a mold from a Spider-Man figure. I don't remember which one it is, but it's a Toybiz Spider-Man figure, which I'm also going to be reviewing at some point. I have that as well. And this Electro, I think, is the definitive Electro. Like, there is another Spider-Man Classics Electro. I might put him right here, where it has like 3D, the chesting, I think, is 3D, like the lightning is sticking out, so it was on his pants, and then the mask is different, the head's bigger, it's kind of different and stuff, but the only problem with that one is his hands are bent like this. Like, both of his arms are bent like this, where he's stuck in that position. All you can do with it is move the arm up and turn it all the way around. You can't bend the elbow, you can't move the wrist, it's stuck like this. And he would stick these lightning bolts into his hands, and you flip a switch, and he would shoot them out. And I had that figure. It broke. It broke before I knew like how to customize stuff and how to fix figures like this, which that kind of sucks. But I did save the. I still think I have the head and the legs. I use the legs for a custom for a Spider-Man trilogy figure, which that one will be coming soon. But let's take a look at the face first off. There's a look at the face. He's kind of smiling there, looking creepy. Side of the head, you can see the line where they fused the two pieces of plastic together, the line right there. More on the head, there's a crack on the neck because this figure, I don't remember how, but the figure, it broke open somehow. I don't remember how it happened. So when I move the head too far up, it feels like it's going to come off. When I move it down, it feels kind of like the head will pop up if I move it down too much. The mask also has a little bit of wear here. It's kind of wiggles on the face. Little like plastic wearing off there or something. There's design on the torso. Also, the figure, if you notice, it might look like it's dirty. Like in the camera, it looks like it's got like mud on it or something, but that's like part of the shading. It might be a little dusty, but I don't know, maybe? Design looks pretty cool. The unfortunately the lightning bolt looking things, they're painted over top of the green body, and it doesn't look. Camera, really not gonna focus? There we go. And then there's the underwear pants thing. The underwear pants. Then there's the back. It's like the Superman underwear, except it's yellow. There's some more thing on the back. Also, the one thing is they sculpted it so that, oh, never mind. For a second I thought the yellow was on this part, but it's on the outside. You can see where the design kind of like sticks together here. The only thing with this figure is that when you leave it there, it kind of like he starts hunching over like that. It kind of bugs me. You can see he's got these little yellowy lightning things sticking out. Come on, camera, focus. You can see he's got on the other side. The gloves kind of look a little bit on the gold side. Everything else looks kind of more yellowy, but these look kind of goldish. You can see he's got some fingers here, which it's kind of weird that you can move the fingers independently, but when you move them in, you kind of just get like a hand like that. You know, it looks kind of funky. On the other one, it goes out good, but in it doesn't really do much. So some of the articulation they give in the hands is kind of funky, but I mean, it's better than nothing, right? Some more design on the legs. Like, this part is what I'm talking about on the other Electro, where this is all 3D sculpted and it's all sticking out. Whereas in this one, it's not. That one has also very good ankle pivots. Like, pretty much everything from this way down on the other figure is awesome. Everything on this figure all around is just really good. Had this had 3D sculpting on it, like on all this stuff, I think this would be the definitive Electro for sure. Let's take a look on the bottom of the feet. I don't think this says any stuff on it. Camera, focus. Oh, nothing on that foot. What about this one? Nope. Oh yeah, it says in here. Some figures say on the leg here for some reason. This one says 2003. Marvel Entertainment, made in Toybiz, or made in China, Toybiz worldwide. I don't know why it says 2003 when this box set was released in 2004. Maybe some of these figures, maybe they were too lazy to change the date for when the mold was made. But, you know, very good looking figure. I had a lot of fun with this guy. Had a lot of fun with all the figures in the box set, like I've said in every review, except for Black Hat, because that figure is bad. Well, the figure's not bad. It's just bad. I don't know. I said that in one video. I said that in that one video as like a joke, but I meant it on purpose. But there's Electro. Pretty good figure. Had a lot of fun with this one as a kid. Electro, to me, was always a really cool villain, but as a kid, to me, it wasn't that fun to play with. I don't know why, just Electro as a character wasn't that cool of an idea, but I still had a lot of fun with this figure. I had a lot of fun with pretty much every single figure in my collection. Like, before I grew out of playing with my figures, I liked them. Pretty much all the figures I had before Excuse me, had a yawn there. Pretty much all the figures I had before 2006, I want to say. Or no, all the figures before, like, 2012, maybe 14. All the figures I had before then, I played with a lot. Like the Amazing Spider-Man 2 figure, the Ultimate Green Goblin. A lot of those figures I didn't play with too much. Whereas all the ones before that, I played with them. Because the new ones, at that point, I lost the ability to play with toys anymore. You know how you just lose the ability to play with your toys? Like, that's a very weird thing, how at some point it's just like, well, it doesn't work anymore. Like, if you try playing with your toys, like, all of a sudden it's like, oh, this is awkward. Like, I can't do it anymore. His waist is a little bit loose here. Makes a squishing sound. Okay. Kind of funny. Okay, let's go over articulation. The head rotates all the way around. It gets kind of stuck there because the thing how it broke. It goes back all the way and goes forward or goes down all the way. I don't want to risk popping the head off there. He has butterfly joints, which the Spider-Man that this figure is based off of obviously had them too. Very, very good butterfly joints. I think this is actually much better than what Hasbro's throwing out. Like, look how good that is. It doesn't feel tight or loose. It doesn't feel loose or tight. It feels like it's just right, that the arms don't move on their own, and that's good. The legs are also kind of loose on this guy. Like, if you move them up, they kind of go down a little bit, but they're not crazy loose. They're not loose as, like, you know, my first Spider-Man figure ever where the legs are just crazy loose. They're still loose, but they're not loose to that point. None of the figures in my collection have joints that loose as that poor figure, but they're still kind of loose. He has a very good mid-torso crunch. It goes back kind of good. It comes forward because I put glue dots, and the glue dots hold it back. He leans forward pretty good. The legs kick up, very good. They go back, not really at all. Double bend in the knee, rotation here in the boot. The foot hinges forward and back. He does have a slight ankle pivot. The toe bends once, which they always bend once. His rotation here in the waist, which it doesn't go all the way around. It kind of goes like that, and it gets stuck because the way they made this. The top part's flat and the bottom part's curved, which is kind of weird. I don't know if I showed this, but it rotates here as well. And of course, Electro can do the splits. I mean, come on, of course he can do the splits. And the arms, rotation here, they go all the way up. They go all the way around as well. Double bend in the elbow, rotation here in the glove. A hinge in the wrist, and the fingers kind of bend in. Doesn't really make a fist, it kind of just makes like a crunched up fingers. But either way, that's going to be all for this figure. It's definitely by far my favorite Electro figure, and it's the only figure I have in my collection of Electro. I had the other figure. I did like that one more, but sadly that one I don't have anymore. But this one I think is definitely the definitive Electro figure. I don't know why my camera's always moved. Yeah, I definitely think this is the definitive Electro figure. Let me know what you think about this guy, and I will see, or no. Yeah, let me know what you think about this guy in the comments. Leave a like on the video if you liked it. And I will see you guys in the next review. Wow.